Good evening. Today is Wednesday, August 28th. It is right now 7 p.m. So this is your evening tropical update. And the difference between right now and 24 hours ago with now Hurricane Dorian is absolutely absurd. If you take a look at just 24 hours ago, it barely had its center together. But now, since it completely missed Hispaniola, it completely missed the wind shear above Hispaniola, it missed the little land interaction with Puerto Rico. By the way, Puerto Rico got spared, so praise the Lord. But it completely wrecked the U.S. Virgin Islands, brought a tons of flooding there. I'm probably overlaying a video clip of the wind and the rain. With Dorian, it is now officially an 80-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane, and those last satellite images look kind of scary because it's bubbling up those thunderstorms and it's getting that eye together, and it's looking scary because now in the next couple of days it's going over some very warm water. It's got some very low wind shear, which means rapidly strengthening is going to occur. And now the National Hurricane Center literally has Dorian making landfall at around Cape Canaveral as a major hurricane. A major hurricane that should be taken very, very seriously. I'm sure right now if I go to the grocery store, there's like no water left. If I go to gas stations, there's probably lines out of the wazoo. And that's good because people are taking it seriously. They're preparing because we had Irma, 2 years ago? And our population size has increased 300,000 since then. Woo! And just updating you on where Dorian is going to make landfall and when is Dorian going to make landfall. The first impacts or the first wind and rain from Dorian is probably going to arrive on the eastern coast of Florida sometime Sunday morning. So you have from right now, Wednesday night, to Sunday morning, or at least like Saturday night, to get all your preparations done. Let's say to take out cash from the ATM, fill up your car with gas, get the 7 days of food and water. You know the drill. Charge up your phones, download a bunch of Netflix movies if you have to, get some board games, whatever you want to do during the hurricane, or if you have some plans to evacuate, find out right now because Dorian is coming on Florida's front doorstep Sunday morning. The question is, where is Dorian going to make that official landfall with those hurricane force winds? And to be honest, we're not going to know until maybe Friday night, Saturday morning, where exactly Dorian's going to make landfall. Right now, if I were to guess, it's a whole entire range from Homestead, Florida, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida. In the past 24 hours, Georgia and South Carolina has been ruled out because the high pressure to the north is forecasted to be a little stronger than expected. So that's going to push Dorian right into the eastern seaboard of Florida. But we really don't know where. It could be Miami directly. It could be Cape Canaveral. It could be Daytona Beach, Jupiter. And by the way, I live in Miami, so yeah, I'm kind of scared, especially with this over the water, the warm water of the Atlantic for the next 4 days. I am not going to be surprised if I see a Category 4 or 5 hurricane on satellite imagery come Saturday. That's what we're dealing with right now. And the good news, if there were to be good news in all this video, because it's been horrific news, is that Dorian's a very, very small hurricane. Dorian passed within 20 miles of Puerto Rico, and it barely affected Puerto Rico because of how small the system is. The entire hurricane force wind field is 15 miles of a radius. But over the upcoming days, it's going to go through some eyewall replacement cycles, and it's going to slowly get bigger and stronger at the same time, and that's what we don't want. So hopefully I covered everything. Dorian, we still don't know what's going to make landfall. In between Miami and Jacksonville, the European model is trending a little bit more south towards a West Palm Beach landfall, while the GFS is trending a little bit towards the south too as well, and it's trying to say a Jacksonville, Florida landfall. We still don't know exactly where, but both models over the past 24 hours have been trending a little bit south on that coastline. Yesterday, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina was in play. Now it's a little bit more south, and that means more of Miami's in play, and that's where I live. So you see the complication in that. And along with Miami being in play, you also have all of the Gulf Coast cities being in play, like Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Panama City. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. We're going to have to see how things develop over the next couple of days because Dorian still hasn't made that very, very anticipated turn. And once it makes that turn, we could kind of pinpoint where it's making landfall. But right now, it's anyone's guess. If you want to just randomly throw a dart alongside the Florida eastern seaboard, you could probably be correct, or at least so, because it's every probably city has like a 30% chance of a direct landfall right now. But that's it for this tropical update. Hopefully you guys start preparing if you live in Florida. Thank God for Puerto Rico being spared. The U.S. Virgin Islands kind of got wrecked today, but that's it. Only right now in Dorian's path is the Bahamas, then it's Florida. And it could be a major hurricane making landfall Sunday night into Monday morning. Labor Day weekend. That's it, and I'll see you for the next one. Make sure you bless it. Peace out.
3, 2, 1.
Wi-Fi's still going. Got a couple of trees cracked right there. Yup. Yay, now it's a hurricane. That's the